EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. And tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Bisons of Rio de Janeiro. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. In motion left, Hill. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, Love. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Second and 7 from the 20. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. We were just talking about it pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball, and that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second and 3. And incomplete on the deep ball. You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Achane. Touchdown.
The losing streak can take it out a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Love from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 3rd down, Achane. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33. 3rd and 2. Love with it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Taken in at the 22. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Working out of the gun. Love. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Love once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bring it home, boys.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Fellas, turn it up. Keep it together, offense. Keep it together. Keep it going. Take it down out there, fellas. Dragon, stick this. Stick it, guys. Let's make a play here. Let's get in the end zone, fellas. Let's go. Showtime. Let's make some noise.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Love. Open man is Atwell, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Achane. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle, Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go. Achane. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And Love wants to shift things around. Back to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To the air again, Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Keep me honest here, Brandon. So they decide not to run the football again. They had 2 shots to try and pick up the first down, probably fairly easily on the ground. Now it's 4th down.
And we'll see if those decisions come back to haunt them. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, Love to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Love looking to throw it. There's the right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Love now to pass on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Inside the 10 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Claypool with another catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
It's all about teamwork. Let's do this. Let's go.
They'll run Achane, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and run it with Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, Do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Throwing, Love. Being chased out left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, going to the air with Love. Open man is Atwell, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Love now on second down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Love. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On second down, Love once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Packers, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.